Hello, everyone. So I wanted to make another video where we can talk about more of the nomenclature, more of the substituent problems, guys. So let's take a look at this problem here. So what we have is an alkane because everything is single bonded. So we want to take this problem and see if we can get the correct parent chain. That's what the practice for this problem is going to be on. Okay, what we need to make sure here is that we understand how to find the longest chain, as I said. The longest chain does not need to be the straight chain. That's one thing first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we just do that, I get 6 carbon, but that is not going to be the correct answer for the parent chain because I need to find the longest chain. And if I explore more, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's one option, right? Let's see more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's also one option, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's out of the window. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's one option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. That's another option, right? So I can go every number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's option number 1. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or I can go 7 here. That does not make any difference. So those both will be the same. So the idea is now which one to pick. Should I pick the one on the left or should I pick the one on the right? Here, guys, you need to know one more rule, and that rule says you need to find the longest chain, the parent chain must have maximum number of substituents. Okay, so guys, if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, if I go this green route, then what substituents do I have? I have this as a substituent, right? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If this becomes my main chain, everything else is a substituent. Then you see this portion becomes substituent, and then this portion becomes a substituent, right? So I've got two substituents. If I go the other way, if I go, let me actually draw this again so that this makes more sense. For the next option, I don't want to mix this too much. Okay, the other option that we were dealing with was the red one, where we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, right? If I go this way, this gives me how many substituents? This gives me again, this is one substituent, this is a substituent, and this is a substituent. Okay, so I have 3 substituents. So the green option, the green numbering, if I make that my parent chain, I have 2 substituents. If I make this red one, if I make this my main chain, then I have 3 substituents. And what does the rule say? The parent chain is going to be the one which has maximum number of substituents. Okay, this numbering wins. Okay, this is how we are going to frame our main chain. Okay, our main chain is basically this one. The parent chain is this. Okay, again, I'm telling you again, you could have gone 6 and 7 this way, and this will become substituent. It's the same thing. Okay, so this is our main chain. So how do we now name this? The point is, how do we get to the answer for this one? So guys, we have 7 carbons in the main chain. What should I call that? I should just simply call that heptane. Now, what are our substituents? So let's name them, okay? So again, this needs to be crossed off because we're not using it. Because this one only had 2 substituents, this one has 3 substituents, so that's the one we're going to go with. So this here, if you guys notice, I've got this as my substituent. What is this guy? This 2 carbons. I see 2 carbons as substituents. I call this ethyl. I see 2 carbons as a substituent. I call that ethyl. I see 1 carbon as substituents. What do I call that? Call that methyl. Okay, so I've got 2 ethyls and a methyl as my substituents. How do I name this, guys? Again, if you remember, when you are naming this, how do we write this down? So we got, of course, we got the heptane, that was our main chain. In the front, I've got two ethyls and a methyl. How should I frame this? Should methyl go first or should ethyl go first? We know we go alphabetical order, so ethyl goes first. When I put ethyl, should I just put ethyl or take a second and try to get its first name? So pause the video here and try to get what should be the substituent name here. Okay, I've got two ethyls and I've got a methyl. How should we work this second? Pause the video here. Okay, so now guys, we have two ethyls. Remember, two ethyls are supposed to be called diethyl. So guys, what I do here, I call this diethyl. Okay, so diethyl, because I have two ethyls, where are they sitting? They're sitting on number 4 and number 5. So 4, 5 diethyl. And then what about the methyl? Methyl is sitting number 6. I just simply call this 6 methyl heptane. So guys, the answer is 4, 5 diethyl, 6 methyl heptane. So that will be the correct answer to this.